Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk about the option and talk about Knox College and our football program. And I kind of always start. I've been fortunate to talk about option football in a couple different clinics. Kind of always talk about myself and then our offense coordinator work on the offensive side. With the skill guys on that side of things. But I've got a young man young coach that coordinates for us. And so Knox College is located in Galesburg, Illinois. It's an NCAA Division III institution. It's a high academic, Top 75 liberal arts institution in the country. And we represent on campus 45 different states, and on our football roster, 20 different states. And so we've got the ability to kind of go anywhere across the country and bring students to campus. And myself and Coach Perello, Don Perello, are both alumni, and so we'd be loving to chat with your recruits if it's something that they're interested in. I know some guys, maybe want to change things, but some guys grow up in the scheme, they love the scheme, and they want to continue to be in the scheme. Also on my slide here, I've got some information. My thank yous. I'm here tonight and excited to talk about option, but my wife, my three kiddos, I've got an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-month-old, and so obviously I've got the best coach's wife around to allow me to do the things that I do and support me and take care of my kiddos. Obviously, our staff here at Knox, I'm fortunate to have those guys with me. I'm unfortunate to be around the guys that have been around up at Concordia College. I'll talk about that here in a sec. And obviously, Coach Stewart and the opportunity to talk, particularly to those that are interested in continuing to utilize the option football game, which I think is the foundation for a lot of what the rest of the country is doing these days too. It may look a little bit different than the under center flex bone double slot, but the concept is definitely there. It's alive and well in a lot of different ways. And for all of you guys that are checking things out and tuning in to what we're doing. And so I wanted to talk a couple drills here, and I know I'm running short here on some time in this session before we jump. We do a drill called the alley drill. It's designated to get the runner in his vertical landmark versus the unblocked defender. They've got to know where that guy's coming from. It's part of ball security. They have got to know, who am I going to get hit by? Now, I could get tackled by any of these guys because we could miss a block, we could screw up an assignment, right? We could go to a bad number situation. But if all goes well, they've got to know who's the extra fitter. Where's that extra guy coming from so that way I can protect myself? Ideally, that creates an explosive play. Ball's in the outside arm, and I can stiff arm the extra defender coming from my inside, right? Sweet. Let's get an explosive play. This can be ran with an out call for the slot, okay? So we can go here, so that way we force it to the pitch back to be the alley player. This can be ran with an in call, right? We can go steal this inside, so that way we're anticipating that the quarterback is going to end up being the alley player. We can run this with speed option to get the fullback out in the alley. But you'll see here in the clip where the fullback is the dive player. And this safety is doing a real good job of what we call in our defense, peeling the banana, right? Or a fish peel, okay? Where they're basically working the dive to the quarterback to the pitch, okay? Right? So what does that look like? But we got two options. When we get to the alley, whoever the alley player is, okay? Speed in the stiff arm or vertical through the inside shoulder. What do I mean? Here it is. We're working quarterback alley. This is out of our 3-by-1 formation, so you're getting an arrow kick. It's on here at the end, right? Probably won't get to it. Would love to share all of it with you, but we're getting a dive fake. Quarterback's getting out in the alley. I am playing that boundary safety. I'm playing the extra fitter. He knows that he's protected. He's got a seal. He's got an arrow kick. He enters the alley. What angle am I attacking him at? Ball should be in the left hand. We're going to the left side. Boom, you're going to see it. There's the flash. I know that he knows that I'm the extra fitter in the alley. He's beating me with speed. He's giving me a stiff arm. We work ball security on ball hand side, free hand side, stiff arm side, all these things. These are our drills that build in layers to get us in situations in a game. Okay? You'll see it come back to the other side. Okay? Now you're going to see the guy in the yellow playing the boundary safety. He's the extra fitter, so we're running the dive fake. What is the point of the drill? The point of the drill is get out into the alley. Feel that. Okay? 3 overplays it. Right? My slot should be tighter on the seal. I understand that. Right? There's 2 of us coaching up the whole group. Right? Division III. Sometimes you got to make things work. Okay? But my quarterback understands he is feeling the pressure of the safety. The safety is running over the top. Boom. He's getting vertical to the inside. And look, as he changes his pad level, he attacks vertical to the inside of that alley player. Ball goes up underneath chin. Ball security is protected underneath the chin, right? For him to get vertical. Play the game north and south vertical at the point of attack. Now, this is what happens when you don't got enough guys and you get some young guys. They're supposed to go every other. Group down here is going to get a little bit jealous, and they want to go in a hurry. But now we're changing the drill. This is out of a 2x set. We're working that he's got the arrow kick, right? We're working that we're going to force the pitch. We want to get it to the slot, right? We're forcing the pitch. Slot needs to feel that, right? There's my extra fitter. He's starting to overrun. Boom. I'm going to get vertical. This slot right here, vertical. Now, my second group working with me right here. Got to be active coaches, right? Going to get the arrow kick. Fullback dive, we ride it just the same. We know that we're forcing the pitch. Got an extra guy. This is why we're supposed to go every other, right? But we make it work through all of the chaos. I'm slowing inside. 12 feels that. Ball's in the outside arm. Boom. He knows that he's working away from me. He's going to beat me with speed. Be prepared to give me a stiff arm. What does it look like? Here we go. Fullback in the safety. They overplay it. We're not fullback in the alley. We're fullback in the fullback lane. We're out of our unbalanced formation. We get a heavy call. We get the tight end sealed. We got our dive and our pitch. Boom. Fullback now. I'm in the fullback lane. I've got the extra fitter. Here comes the boundary alley player on that side of things. He's overrunning me. I'm going to get vertical to his inside shoulder. I'm going to create an explosive play. If he doesn't know who that guy is in that spot, he's not going to be able to see that. If we don't drill that, he's not going to know where it's coming from. He's going to be running. His eyes are going to be in the wrong spot. Second look. Quarterback. We got a 4-4 defense. Alley drill. We've ran this. Slot's going in. We know that he's going in. He's sealing for the quarterback. Dive's taken away. Pitch runs out. Quarterback puts his foot in the ground. He's got to know the extra fitter. Free safety over the top of him. Right? Getting vertical to the inside. Playing behind my shoulder pads. Shoulder square. We're playing north and south into the line of scrimmage. Boundary safety. Different defense. Take away the dive. Pitch. He's running wide. Quarterback, put your foot in the ground and get going. Here's the extra fitter. There's the safety. I got to know where it is. Put my foot in the ground and get vertical. This offense is about going north and south. We've got to make sure that we're going north and south. The more north and south, the more explosive the plays can be. Last one here. Last look. We're going to get the pitch back. Got a 4-3 with a deep mic. Safety's in the box. They're worried about midline. Like I said, we're a big midline team on that side of things. Everybody's wanting to be in the fit. Okay. We're going out. Number 1. Number 2. Out here. Safety's working to fight outside. We're going to go ahead and kick that. Now, we turn up inside. Just what we want. Right? We got to get north and south. Problem is, ball's in the wrong arm. We're going to beat this safety with speed. You'll see this from the tight shot. If he's got the ball in the right arm, fundamentals, ball hand side, free hand side, we're running to the right. Ball should be in the right hand, knowing that, hey, I'm in the alley. There's my arrow kick. I'm north and south right now in the alley. Yes, I've got extra pursuit. Here's the boundary safety. Put the ball in the outside arm, stiff arm the boundary safety, put his face in the dirt. Now we're going 70 rather than 15. every little fundamental adds itself up over and over and over again.